What's good, Internet? Jake here, dumb as ever, with another review of the Core Class Masters of the Universe toy line. I'm a big fan of this scale, and the price for these figures is kind of unbeatable at like about 10 bucks each, which for what you get, I think is a super good price, especially these days. This is Wave 2, which features Skeletor, Skell Knight, and Mekaneck. Taking a look at Skeletor's box here, it's the same as the others. Here's the art of him. I have seen the movie since the last review, so gotta say I really enjoyed it. I did have my issues with it as a film, but as a Masters of the Universe fan, I really enjoyed it. So on all the bad guys, they have Snake Mountain in the background, and then you can see the rest of Wave 2. And then we have Skeletor's bio, Evil Lord of Destruction. Witness Skeletor's rise as he attacks Eternia and He-Man to uncover the secrets of Castle Grayskull himself. So yep, this is Skeletor. We are going to compare him to the Amazon Skeletor as well, so we'll see the differences between the two. Here we have Skell Knight. As you can see, his packaging is a little bit beat up, but that's not a big deal to me. You can see the little nameplate has risen up a bit, but here's Skell Knight, Evil Warrior of Skeletor. So a couple fun facts about Skell Knight. There are variants of him, so I think I have the gray variant. There's a gray variant and a like blue wash variant that looks a bit different than this. It's just like slightly more blue, or this might be the blue version and the other version looks a bit different. I honestly don't know. I'll throw up some pictures on screen now, just so you can see the difference a bit more. It's a running change variant, I believe, so I think maybe this is baseline and then they added the blue paint to later waves, or it's just like kind of a secret variant. They just aren't saying anything, but you can get one of the two. But yeah, we have the Skell Knight, which at one point was called Skelegoon, I believe, and I think they changed it because of the word goons connotation kind of changing. The Skell Knights are loyal warriors who battle against the forces of good in service of their master Skeletor. So yeah, a bunch of these guys, Skeletor's, you know, goons, essentially, so having this guy is cool. I will probably get another one in the future. If I could find, like, the variant version, I would definitely grab that. And then finally, the figure I'm most excited to take a look at today, we have Mekaneck, who, in the movie, I really liked how he looked. I really liked how he used his powers. This figure looks great to me. So you've got Mekaneck, and there's his art. This guy should play Kite Man in a live-action Kite Man version if they do that in the DCU, because I don't know, he just has like the perfect Kite Man like lower face to me. Let me know if you agree in the comments. But we got Castle Grayskull for the good guys. Mekaneck, heroic human periscope. With a mechanical extending neck, Mekaneck is the master of observation, looking at battles from a different perspective. So yeah, we're gonna take a look at him. We're going to start with Skeletor, so I'm going to unbox all these guys, and we'll get right into the review. Okay, before we dig into Skeletor, I did want to show you all their heights together, and we'll do a full size comparison at the end of the video, just showing off all of the characters I have all together to like show you the scale, basically. Alright, so here we have Core Wave 2 Skeletor. Let's take a look at his face, which looks very good. The detail looks amazing. You can see his red eyes in there, which look awesome. I love the red eye effect in the movie. I thought that added a lot of character and expressiveness to the character. Then we've got his little armor here, and then his battle skirt, which has some nice details. You can see like snakes molded in and stuff. Even the skirts themselves have a lot of molded detail. Same for his boots, and then the Havoc staff is also very nicely painted with those metallic blue eyes and horns. This version of Skeletor does have a plastic cloak, which has some holes molded in them, and it's got this, like, I don't know, it's like a latches or something, or a stitch, just a really big stitch going through, and he's got, like, this little underhood here, so really cool and layered and detailed. So let's actually compare him to the Amazon exclusive Skeletor. Now, the biggest difference between these guys is that the Amazon exclusive has a cloth cape rather than a plastic cape. Though, if you look at their head, there is big differences in the details. So the Amazon exclusive head doesn't really have much of a black wash on it, but if you look at his eyes, they're kind of like gold with the red circles in them. And in comparison, this version of Skeletor has a little bit of a black wash on his face to just make those details pop, like his teeth. And his eyes also look fully red to me instead of that like circle shape inside. So very minor details. The colors to me, I think they look exactly the same. If there's any difference, it's such a slight difference, it's like almost like impossible to tell. Let me swap their heads, because I think that might look pretty good. So he does have that plastic piece attached, but I don't think that really messes with the cloth cape look. But then you have that, in my opinion, more movie accurate, nicer face. In the movie, his skull is very much white instead of like this yellowish hue that kind of looks more like the original cartoon. I don't know why his skull wasn't kind of like yellowed in the first place. It is like very obviously white in the movie. But yeah, the Amazon Skeletor with the core Wave 2 head kind of looks good to me. So I'll switch them back. And then just for funsies, here is core Skeletor with the Chronicle Skeletor. I won't be doing a full review on this guy just because so many people have already. I don't really have anything to say besides it's an amazing figure. But here are the two together. I mean, for $10, that's, you know, almost $20 less than this guy. This guy's like $28 total with tax. This guy's $10. And obviously he isn't as good, but damn, what a savings for a very similar sculpt and stuff like that. Next up, we have the Skell Knight figure. And this is one of Skeletor's goons. So I didn't really go over articulation with Skeletor. I'll go over it here. They all have standard articulation, basically. Like, almost all of them have the exact same articulation. Like, Beastman kind of has different articulation because of his body type. But if it's a normal humanoid, they're probably going to do the same stuff. So, 360 here. Arms go out, back, and forward. Rotates here, it's a swivel and also a bend, and then also a swivel at the ankle. There is a waist joint, and we can actually take this battle skirt off and see his legs. Kind of looks a bit naked there, but you can do that. And his legs go out and bend at the knee there, and then they can also swivel at the knee, and then the legs go out like that, and then barely go back because of the butt. So yeah, he does have normal articulation, though if you want him to not look naked, you gotta put on the battle skirt, which does limit the articulation greatly because it is hard plastic, so can't really go out, or, you know, he kind of just has to stand there menacingly. But as you can see, he looks good. The sculpt looks good. I like the black wash on the face. The paint is like very, very scritchy scratchy, but that kind of lends to the look for me. I don't mind the messy look of the paint. He does come with this sword accessory, which is nicely sculpted. This side has some details here. Kind of looks like a face in the sword a little bit, and it holds in his hand nicely. So yeah, that's the Skell Knight. Not much to talk about here. He is just a regular goon. And then finally we have Mekaneck, who, man, he looks awesome. I didn't think like Mekaneck would be a highlight design for me in the movie, but I really do dig his look. The bright blue and red just looks so good. I love the green triangular eyes. Like, yeah, I've never paid mind to Mekaneck much before, but really, really dig this design in the movie, man. He does come with a pistol, which can securely go in his hand. He even puts his trigger finger in there, which is very, very cool. So it's kind of like that. Oh yeah, and for the hand articulation, the left hand will always go in and out, and the right hand will always go up and down to do the I have the power sort of pose. But this guy has the regular articulation with the waist joint, leg out, swivel. Yeah, all the stuff Skell Knight has, Mekaneck also has. Just look at that detail on his chest. You can see that they sculpted everything, and then this piece is like an extra piece on top of the sculpting, which is really, really cool. He's got a belt that's a little bit loose, but stays mostly in place. He's got straps all over his costume, back pockets, a little armor plating here that should maybe be painted silver, but that's okay. Nicely sculpted boots here. And the main feature of Mekaneck is you pop off his head, and he comes with 2 neck pieces. So here he is with just 1 neck piece attached. Very funny. And then he's got 2 necks, which is very funny. Here he is next to the Wave 2 guys with his neck extended, Really, really fun. Now in the movie, he like attacks people with his neck. He like swings it around like a whip, which you obviously cannot do here. And the range of motion is not even that good, really, because just the way it's built, he can't really look at that much with the neck pieces. I have seen people that have bought multiple mecha neck, just the character over and over to get a bunch of the neck pieces to do just kind of crazy stuff with that, which is fun, but it is kind of annoying that you gotta do all that to, you know, get all those pieces for Mecha Neck. But I don't know how they would have done it otherwise. I guess they could have done a thing where, like, his head would spring down and you can make it go up. Something like that, but... And this is completely fine to me. I think for this figure, this works fine. I am curious on how they're gonna do it for the Masters Chronicles figure. I wonder if they're going to do something like this or like just give him a long neck piece. Okay, so here's Wave 1, Wave 2, the Amazon 4-pack, and Battle Cat all together, kind of giving you the whole size scale here. They are all very, very similar in height. I'd say that Goatman is obviously the tallest here, for sure. Beastman is the widest. But he's not the tallest because he kind of bends his legs. It would be good to get like a deluxe Beastman because Beastman was pretty huge in the movie. So this isn't very good scale-wise, but I don't think scale is necessarily the biggest importance for this line. But still, it'd be nice to get something like that. I'm gonna get the Roboto figure, which is a deluxe figure. So that one should be taller than these guys, which is accurate to the movie. But yeah, this is the core collection so far. I've seen some cool stuff. I've seen Wave 2 and 3 figures. It's maybe a few too many repaints, unfortunately, but you know, that's how it goes. I do hope they do make more figures of the cast, because there's not a lot of cast left to complete. We need like Fisto, Ram Man, a couple of the bad guys like Triclops and Spikor, so yeah, it's not a huge cast to complete, so I hope they do. I've also seen the Snake Mountain and Castle Grayskull 2 playset sort of deal that comes with the exclusive Skeletor. I am definitely going to be picking that up at some point, as well as the Sky Sled from Amazon, and I also want the Roton as well, because that just looks like a super fun vehicle, so at some point I will pick those up. I do plan to complete the core line as much as possible, and I do have that exclusive Walmart Skeletor coming. My buddy Delta Tryon actually found them like $3 each at his Walmart. His Walmart is blessed by the gods when it comes to clearance, and I have never even seen a single one of those Skeletors in stores, so he picked up 2 for me, one to keep in box and one to keep, or one just to open and play with. He actually played with it a bit already, so I will be getting that in at some point, and I will be reviewing it on the channel, so look forward to that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.